But Baywatch is the world's most watched television program. Baywatch chronicles the adventures and romances of a group of dedicated Los Angeles County lifeguards, headed up by David Hasselhoff.
I think the appeal of the show is its broadcasting. I mean, you know, it has something in it for every member of the family.
There's a mystique about California and Hollywood especially that I think everybody's interested in, and especially in colder climates, or it's an escape.
The number one reason why people watch Baywatch more than any other show on television is because of blue skies, outdoors, it makes them feel good. When you're in Austria or Wisconsin, freezing your butt, and you look at Baywatch, it makes you feel warm inside.
And also you get a bunch of healthy people, good-looking ladies, handsome men running around on the beach, and it is a magnet for audience.
It's also a magnet for jokes. I am the latest babe of Baywatch. From Baywatch to Hunks and Trunks, we've heard them all.
It's changed now because people who've seen the show, who've given it a chance, have gotten beyond the press and beyond the D-Cup and the Baywatch and the TNA jokes.
I take it as a compliment. The critics, people that want to tear it apart, are looking at it for not what it's supposed to be.
It's part of it, you know, it's just because there's beautiful people in bathing suits on the beach.
And there's a certain audience out there that's never going to like the show. There's certain elements of the show that I think are stupid. There's certain elements of the show that I think are great. But we're trying to appeal to a broad audience from 2 to 92.
Well, we must be doing something right. Each week, more than 1 billion viewers in more than 140 countries tune in for an hour of fun in the sun.
Das ist nicht mein 12-Zylinder. Schlag sie ein, ist mir egal.
Ça n'est pas ma Mercedes. Défoncez la vitre, je m'en fous.
I frankly was shocked, pleasantly shocked, at how incredibly professional it's done in other countries.
China kind of put us over the top. We're the first American show ever in mainland China. I think that there's actually only 189 countries in the world. So we're in 141 out of 189. So those other 48 countries have got to, catch up.
That was one of the main drawing cards for me to take this show, is that you get such international recognition, and there's so few other television shows that allow you to get that.
If I was going to think that there's going to be a billion people watching me, I'd never get through a scene. So, I mean, I look at it as work. I'm glad that people are watching.
We were having coffee.
In the dark, huh? God, I hope you didn't spill any on the couch.
Well, it hasn't always been smooth sailing. In 1990, NBC canceled the program after its first season, leaving the cast and crew adrift. That was until David and the 3 executive producers decided to buy the show back from the network. They had to do some creative cost-cutting to keep the show afloat.
We really realized that there was a lot of waste in television production. We have very short, efficient scripts. We don't want to leave anything on the editing floor.
We shoot very quickly. We have the biggest in terms of a unit that stays together, a second unit, a full-time second unit, and they're out shooting almost every day. And that's different than any television show does.
Well, let's meet everybody on the show. First off, there's David Hasselhoff, who plays our rugged leader, Mitch Buchanan.
We'll try anything for ratings, and as you know, we're in 10,017 countries, and this definitely should bring us at least 3 more.
Next is my love interest on Baywatch, Matt Brody, played by David Charvet.
Rescuing and saving people are one of his, ultimate goals in life.
Lieutenant Stephanie Holden, who mothers us all, is played by Alexandra Paul.
I think that the happiness factor on this show is very high. Meaning that we were all very happy to be here and glad to be here.
Stephanie's sister on the show is Yasmin Bleak.
My character's name is Caroline Holden, and she's sort of headstrong, feisty, sometimes a bit bratty, I'd say.
Jason Simmons, who plays Logan Fowler, is our resident bad boy.
No one likes me on the show. Perhaps that's why. Yeah. Cause a little bit of trouble, not too much.
Mitch's son, Hobie, and my personal favorite character on the show, is played by Jeremy Jackson.
The glamorous part, especially when it's really early in the morning.
Gregory Allen Williams keeps law and order as Officer Garner Ellerby.
He arrests the bad guy. assist the lifeguards in subduing the bad guy.
And of course there's me, Pamela Anderson. I play lifeguard C.J. Parker. She's kind of like a spiritual flower child, earthy, trying to save the planet, animal rights activist, crystals, incest kind of girl. Incense! I say incest! Through the years we've seen characters come and go, but one thing remains constant.
Basically, there are no stars around here. There's respect. And I get respect as a producer and as a lead actor, and there's respect with everybody else, you know, on the show.
Coming up a little later, we'll see what goes on behind the scenes of Baywatch. I'll also show you where I go to get away. But first, a musical interlude from our fearless leader.
Now, everybody in the beer hall, do! You have to squeeze your buttocks when you sing this. Do! Squeeze them. Tight, tight. Watch this.
Hi, I'm Pamela Anderson, and welcome back to E's 60-minute look inside Baywatch. As a senior lifeguard, David Hasselhoff is the heart of the show. But there's more to the man than meets the eye.
I think Mitch is kind of the, almost like the Peter Falk character in The Princess Bride. You have to have, he is a linear continuity that connects everything throughout the show.
EO2 working. What happened?
I don't think of my character as Studley. I think of my character as a father. I think of myself as a lifeguard, as a person who's got good morals.
Say what you want about being a father figure, David. We all know that your sex appeal is a big reason why Baywatch is such a hit.
David Hasselhoff, first and foremost, he's a tremendous, charismatic star.
David Hasselhoff? Well, he is the show.
David's really, really funny. He's great. We have a great relationship together.
He's putting the moves on my mother right in front of me.
Will you lighten up?
I got another line. I don't believe it.
To me, the guy's just got a magical quality of I call it charisma.
David's stardom didn't begin with Baywatch. He first attracted attention as Snapper Foster on the hit soap, The Young and the Restless.
Young and Restless was quite big in America. And, you know, people forget that suddenly when you was on Young and Restless for 6 years, it was quite a popular soap. We were #1 when I left, and then we went to Knight Rider, and suddenly, well, you're a star overnight because of Knight Rider.
Welcome to Baywatch. Where's the talking car?
The end of Knight Rider temporarily put the brakes on David's acting career, so he went to work on his other dream, becoming a pop star.
When Knight Rider was over, I found out that I had had a hit record in Austria. So I ended up going to Austria because I was out of work after Knight Rider and started a tour with the Kit Car. I called it the Dog and Pony Show. It was mind-boggling. It was like not since the Beatles, you know, David Hasselhoff, Hasselhoff Mania, and everything became Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff Mania swept through Europe as David became the Michael Jackson of Germany, recording 5 albums that sold more than 6 million copies.
Berlin Wall came down in November 9th, and they asked me to sing on New Year's Eve, and I sang Looking for Freedom, and I became almost like a national hero and part of Germany's history.
Oh, you guys are good. Yeah! Still the search goes on.
David has conquered the continent, but he's still looking to make a big splash with his music in the U.S.
I've had a very successful career in Europe, and I'm bringing it to America. I actually brought it to America with a pay-per-view special, but the exact same time my pay-per-view went on, a white Bronco was going down the 405. So 95 million people saw OJ, and 6 people saw my pay-per-view.
But David's not discouraged. When he's not on the beach, he's in the recording studio.
I know in my heart I can do this. And it took a while to develop, and it took a while for me to figure out who I was, because one week I was Bruce Springsteen, the next week I was Neil Diamond, the next week I was Sammy Davis Jr., you know, next week I was trying to be Pavarotti, so I was going, who the hell am I? these hours of each field. Now everybody in the beer hall, you have to squeeze your buttocks when you sing this. Squeeze them, tight. Watch this. It worked pretty good.
I don't think that he turns it on or he turns it off or his music turns on or he turns off. He's an entertainer.
How many fives I got? 4.
There's always somebody who's the glue that holds an ensemble cast together, and David's clearly the star of the show.
He's been around for so long, you know, I mean, and the thing that really amazes me is that he's always very professional and always gives a hand and very funny. He's like the clown on the show. He's great.
These people are hired to make me sweat because like other human beings, you don't. I don't.
For somebody to be in this business for 20 years and still be successful is saying something in its own. And I think that he transcends from TV into people's living room as the guy that he is. I mean, there's no barriers. You see him as he is. And he's my husband, so I can tell you the truth here. He makes music, he acts, he produces, he's a family man. You may think David doesn't have time for any other pursuits. Well, think again. There are some dreams he still wants to fulfill.
I want to do musicals. I want to do theater. I want to do what I want to do. If I had a James Bond role, I'd sure love that. I don't think that's a stud. I think it's a hero. I'd love to play that. I'd like to do Cary Grant-type comedy roles. Priest? You got a priest to fall in love with you? What are you, crazy? You could have any man in the entire world. You got a priest? A priest? I'm just happy to be working. I'm happy to go in, do a job, and be able to come home and share this enormous success, which is world travel and wealth and being able to affect people in a positive way with my family. When I created the show with my 2 partners 5.5 years ago, we wanted this to be the office. And if you come to work and you look like this every single day, gorgeous blue skies, white water crashing on the surf, you got gorgeous girls in skimpy bikinis, who could possibly want a better office than that? That's what Baywatch is all about.
I admit it, life's pretty good here at Baywatch, but don't be fooled. It takes more than a pretty face and a bathing suit to be a good TV lifeguard.
You got to be an athlete to be on this show. I mean, you know, you got to run in the water, you have to make rescues, you have to, you know, dive, you have to, you know, run. I mean, a lot of things. You have to be an athlete and an actor.
Before I got the part, they gave me a swimming test. I had to see if you could really swim because I guess in the past they've had actors or actresses come on and they say, can you swim? And they're like, absolutely, I'm a great swimmer. I was in the Olympics or whatever they said, and then they got in the water and they were afraid and couldn't swim.
The water when I started was bloody freezing. The first day I went in the water, I took 3 strokes and I froze because the water was that cold. But you know, you just think of money. You think of money and you can swim.
There's no room for landlubbers here. Beach action is our business, and when it comes to recreating reality, we call on the professionals to help us play by the book.
Well, we'll be standing around, they'll have a lifeguarding question, they'll be unsure about it, and they'll ask us, and we'll say, no, that's not the way it goes, or yes, that is the way it goes. There's some aspects of it that are realistic, but it's, you know, it's like any other TV show, it's mostly entertainment.
Professional lifeguards aren't the only high-trained specialists on the set. The Baywatch crew is prepared to handle virtually any emergency that may arise.
Basically, I do a lot of standing by, where it's not so much that they want to see me work. If I'm working, that means someone got hurt. And they would rather see me sitting around than actually having to work. Although I am in charge of the sunblock. I have different kinds. What do you want?
Oh, I'd like maximum coverage. Thank you very much. It's so good, so helpful.
It's a hard job, but somebody has to do it.
I'm the Seagull Wrangler on Baywatch. We like lots of seagulls flying around the backs of our shots. This is my cracker whacker, cracker in the tray. We wind up, and we wing it. Watch it. 200 feet. Brings birds from miles around.
Okay, fun is fun. But making Baywatch a success is serious business. As our producers will tell you, it's not the tan line that counts, it's the bottom line.
The highest priority goes to money, and the second highest priority goes to creativity. But when money is being spent, the creative tends to keep up.
I'm Father Sam Ryan. You must be C.J. Parker.
Oh, I am. Hi. We do the show so quickly. We do it in 4 days, where a normal 1-hour show does it in 10. or 7 to 10. And so, man, if it's in focus, they print it. We don't get take 2 or take 3 or anything like that.
There's not a lot of rehearsal time, especially when you're doing the action stuff. You know, it's like, okay, we're going to throw you on the wave runner, and you're going to dive off, and you're going to save this person. I'm like, hello, wait a second, help me out here.
For those rare occasions when we have to shoot indoors, Baywatch has its own full-service production facility. Of course, it's located near the beach, and it's home base for everything from accounting to casting to editing.
You have managed to humiliate me.
Of course, the set is where all the real fun happens, and I do mean fun.
Disney, director, Jason grabbed my butt.
Attaboy, Jason.
Oh, the camera's on. Now everyone knows that I'm wearing body makeup. Great. Fabulous. Boys aren't supposed to wear makeup.
You just want to take my pants off?
What does that have to do with anything?
They finally kissed.
Finally.
They finally kissed.
Do you know that I've been on this show 3 months, and this is my first kiss? This is nothing like the soap.
Well,
Nothing.
yeah, I can't say I am.
Yeah, Pam kisses everybody. See, that's in her contract. I'm coming. Judy calls.
While Yasmin goes back to work, I'll show you a couple of my favorite places around the set. I'll bring you to our craft service table. The Baywatch version of the craft service. So it's in our contracts. We're not allowed to get fat. Fat-free, Big Newtons. Everything is fat-free. Okay, you want to go to wardrobe? Wardrobe.
Oh, okay.
This is Karen. And Marissa. And this is Flavio. This is Flavio. This is our inspiration. While you're here, you've got to swing by the Baywatch Bachelorette pad.
This is our abode. I just moved in. So
Yeah, she's sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, it's not really.
On the couch?
Yes, I am. It's not my taste. I didn't furnish it, but I don't even get
Stephanie
my own room.
did. Stephanie did. I had nothing to do with it. I tried to have like all these environmental crystals and everything on it. She'd have nothing of it.
Look at the refrigerator. What do we have in it?
Everyone else is looking at it.
Oh,
That's a lot of better person, but what do you have in
How about that? The
sour milk and
kosher salami.
salami. This is my bedroom.
Let's go into her bedroom.
I like the host best.
She's kinky. Oh, look, here we go. This is good. This is Alexandra's real twin sister. That's who I play. See? That's who I portray. That's her real twin sister, Caroline. That's what she really looks like.
You guys aren't twins on the show.
No, but I'm supposed to be her sister, and I was named after her.
Right.
Say hi. She's a fire lady, fire person.
Firewoman.
Our picture is Cindy Crawford. That's my inspiration every day.
Your inspiration.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, that's it.
That's it.
Thank you. Bye, E.
Bye. You can leave now. You can leave now. When we return, I'll show you how I relax after a long day. A mud bath and a massage can do wonders. Also, Yasmin laces up while Jason Simmons takes a hike.
Hollywood, you got a dream, baby? Become a Hollywood, anything can happen.
Hi there, I'm Pamela Anderson, and this is E, and you're watching Inside Baywatch. We've been showing you all the hard work that goes into the show, so we thought we'd take a little break with Yasmin Bleeth and Jason Simmons to check out the Southern California scene.
Hi, I'm Yasmin Bleeth, and I'm a native New Yorker, so of course they chose me to give you a tour of California. And I guess the heart of California is Southern California and the beaches of Southern California, and the heart of that is right here in Venice, Muscle Beach. So I'm going to be with you for a few minutes to give you a tour of the beaches and a tour of the men. But first, why don't we go catch Jason taking a hike in the mountains?
Hey, I'm Jason Simmons. Just hanging out here with James in Hollywood at the Griffith Park Observatory. The reason why I'm here is not to look at the sights, but to go hiking in these hills. Okay guys, before we begin, just a few tips on what to wear, starting with the feet. Sturdy boots, $4 from a second-hand store. The socks have to be very durable. Legs, hair on it, keeps the warmth in. $10 boxer shorts from the Gap. Just a flanny just in case. Cut-off wind cheater. Bandana to wipe the sweat. And a hat. Lollapalooza 94. Keeps the flies away, they're too scared to come close. And let's go. Hiking is what I do best. I just get away from people and I just walk and walk and walk. And it just gives me time to think. You know, in Hollywood can get pretty hectic, and it's just great to get away and just have some time to yourself and, you know, find out what's really important. Let's head to the beach and see what my lovely Yasmin is doing today.
Okay, I know what everybody's saying. These aren't exactly sensible beach shoes, but you know what? I'm from New York. I don't know what to wear to the beach. I don't go to the beach. It's my first time. I did shave my legs, though. See? Very appropriate. Nice, smooth. As opposed, I heard Jason didn't shave his legs. I don't know what's up with that. You know, he shaves his chest. Oh, I can't believe I said that. He's going to kill me. That's because he told everybody I wear body makeup, which I don't.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's your name?
Louis.
Hi, Louis. I'm Yasmin. And you know what I'd like? I'd like a pair of rollerblades.
Sure. What size?
I wear a size 7 shoe.
Yeah, perfect.
Size 7. See, you get to know more and more about me every day.
There you go.
Oh, nice one. Oh, I have to lace off these. Just one last. Oh, gosh. Buckle. Phew. That's exercise in itself. Don't want to twist my ankle. And I think I'm going to go for a little spin. Get a little exercise. Why don't you guys go check on Jason? See you later.
Sometimes life is just too easy. And some of these trails are a little bit wussy. So you just gotta be a man and have a bit of fun. I can hike for, since I've been living here, not more than like 4 or 5 hours, only because of scheduling. But at home, it would be for a full weekend. And you hike, you camp, you hike back the next day, you know. But here you just take what you can get. This time I wouldn't recommend that you follow me, so just watch me from a distance and don't try this at home, okay? And man, this is such a rush. This is, oh wow. Hollywood, you got a dream, baby? You come to Hollywood, anything can happen. And actually, yeah, you can see it from here. This is what LA's all about. The land of dreams and a lot of BS.
Oh, okay. That was my exercise for the entire year. Oh, you know what? Central Park West is great, but the beaches of Southern California cannot be beat. Oh, by the way, boys and girls, if you're rollerblading, please wear knee pads, wear elbow pads, wear a helmet, be safe, don't be stupid like me. I have to worry about looking good. Anyway, after all that exercise, I'm going to go get a little refreshment.
Okay, guys, the moment of truth. This is what we'll hike thousands of miles for, to see the lovely and talented city of Los Angeles. So this is what I do when I get to the top of any hiking. In my backpack we have a bottle of water and a book of the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. So let's cross over and see what Yasmin's doing at the beach and do some reading.
We're winding down here at Gladstone. This is the place to go after the beach. So Jason may have his mineral water and his Zen book. I'm going to have a lovely cocktail, non-alcoholic, mind you, and I'm going to relax and enjoy the sunset. Hope you had a good time.
Coming up, David Charvet saddles up, but first we'll show you how the Baywatch production crew transformed the beaches of Southern California into a winter wonderland.
Only Baywatch has girls in bikinis, sledding down hills, having snowball fights on the beach in Malibu in this degree weather.
Welcome back to E's 60-minute look inside Baywatch. I'm Pamela Anderson. Over the years, the show has dealt with a lot of serious issues, everything from rape to homelessness, but I must admit, every once in a while we like to have a little fun in the sun.
We're doing a show called Spike, I Spike. Karch Karai, Ken Steffes, and Tim Hoffman come in and basically Ken Steffes asked me if I could be his partner to get his partner back, basically.
Think they're good?
They're off.
They have their weaknesses. What about you? Are you any good?
If you didn't know, Karch Kiraly, Kent Steffes, and Tim Hovland are 3 of the top pro beach volleyball players in the world. And my co-star David Charvet just happens to be the biggest volleyball fan on Baywatch.
Oh, it's a treat. I mean, I grew up with these guys. I used to go and see them at the Forum, play on the USA team and stuff. So, I mean, it's definitely a treat, and you know, these guys were like my idols and stuff.
Action! So let me get this straight. You and the lifeguard want to play Alex and me?
All right, here's how it goes. If you guys win, our partnership's over. No hard feelings.
Well, I'm playing a beach volleyball player who's kind of stuck in the middle. My old partner hurt his knee a while ago. He says he's ready to play. But I've been doing really well with this other guy who's kind of a jerk.
I hurt my knee, and my partner dumps me, and now I'm trying to get David Charvet to play with me to try to get my partner back.
So what's your problem?
No one's talking to you.
Hey, bros, you better be nice to him. When we beat you, you're going to have to beg Matt to be your new partner.
Never happened.
They have me play this really jerky volleyball player, which is really kind of out of character to me, but I'm going to try and play it anyway.
Time to find a new partner.
It isn't the walking wounded. The reflex noise last come back, Sinclair.
We had done the volleyball episode the first season, and we had cast actors in the parts of the volleyball players, and it really wasn't very good. So this time we decided we were going to take advantage of the pro beach volleyball players and write the scenes for them and have great volleyball scenes and then see how they did the acting. That's why I'm really pleased, because they're doing great.
It seems the volleyball players can hold up their part of the deal. The only question now is whether David is any good on the volleyball court.
David Charvet says he can flat out play.
We haven't played volleyball yet, but I have played with him over the years at celebrity, pro, volleyball tournaments, and he can play well.
To assure David that there was nothing to this volleyball thing, I went out there and showed him some of the finer points. Oh, amazing!
High five, baby.
Okay, David, now you give it a try.
Nobody!
That's a cut.
For big outdoor scenes like the volleyball match, the producers sometimes hire hundreds of extras to fill the beach. And all those extras fall under the charge of one man.
On setting the background for this scene, the background meaning the background artists, as they do things that recreate reality so that it's credible what the actors are doing in the foreground, right? So what we're doing is just having people walk around, shop in the booths, you know, that kind of thing. It's very important. It's very important, as every true fan will know. One good bikini is worth 100 crosses.
Baywatch isn't always about sun and surf. Sometimes it's about snow.
We're going to have girls sledding in bikini. Only Baywatch has girls in bikinis, sledding down hills, having snowball fights on the beach in Malibu in this degree weather. Right now it's 105 degrees in the valley. It's probably about 92 to 94 degrees here. And as you can see, we brought in about 70 to 80 tons of ice. So all of this is real snow ice shavings. Plus we're bringing in tons of other foam and other materials to create Christmas at Baywatch.
You're going to see Santa, played by Gregory Allen Williams, with a bunch of children that are actual homeless children who have come to work on the show. And you're going to see really a crazy Christmas Baywatch chase with Santa, the elves, and the cast of Baywatch.
Oh, here it coming. It's the foam world. You'll be doing an alien or a Christmas show at this point. I don't know which it is. Snow is good. We need more mashed potatoes and less foam. Louis, the mashed potatoes should try to hit the actors as much as possible.
Some dishes. Good grief.
Coming up next, some intimate moments with the Baywatch gang. Don't go away, we're going to get down and dirty. I'm going to get down and dirty. I'm going to get very dirty. This is E. I have to keep her clothes on. Hi, I'm Pamela Anderson. Welcome back to Inside Baywatch on E! Away from the set, we all have a variety of interests. In the next few minutes, we'll check in with 3 of the cast members as they share their particular passions. Their characters may be fictitious, but when the sun sets on Baywatch, Alexander Paul, Gregory Allen Williams, and David Charvet get involved in today's real issues. She's Lieutenant Stephanie Holden on the beach, but Alexander Paul is involved with keeping the beaches clean where she works and plays.
I moved to California and I'm from New England, so the ocean was like really cool, but the fact that you couldn't swim in it at some times, like when it rained and things, was really terrible, disheartening. I joined Hilda Bay, and they've done a tremendous amount of work in the last 6 years. David Hasselhoff, are you there? Oh, piece of litter. Right. Ah, terrible. It's not even recyclable. This bay right here is much, 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 much cleaner than 6 years ago. And I think that's great. In fact, we swim in it on Baywatch all the time.
While swimming might be part of Alexandra's job description, her passion for the environment goes beyond the bay, to her car.
This is my electric car. It's a 1980 Volkswagen Rabbit that was converted to electric. Okay, let's open it up. Let's open it up. You see, Keith? Open it up and whoops. Now I know why I'm an actress and not a camera person. Okay? My car goes almost 60 miles per charge, and I plug in at night and in my trailer on Baywatch. And here it is, the illustrious plug, into which I plug this into a regular 110 volt. Which gives me power to tool around Los Angeles. All I have to do is make sure there's water in the batteries and my car goes.
Whether she's charging her electric car or keeping an eye on the beaches, Alexandra has remained dedicated to her cause.
I guess it was mostly my parents' example that I learned from, and then watching the world around me. And even though I was young when I made these decisions, I haven't changed my mind.
For Gregory Allen Williams, a decision he made one afternoon on the corner of Florence and Normandy Streets in Los Angeles changed his life forever.
During the Los Angeles uprising, rebellion, civil disturbances, riots, what have you, I had the good fortune to aid another human being. And I used those moments as a vehicle to explore issues of my personal rage and my personal responsibility.
Not only does Gregory write about his experiences, he travels the country bringing awareness to students.
When I go into a high school and the kids say, "Oh, you're the man from Baywatch," and they want to know about Pamela Anderson's, cup size. But within an hour, we're now talking about issues of intolerance and violence and recovery from the ism of racism.
Off the set, Gregory makes time in his schedule for other creative outlets.
I sat down and wrote a play called The Life and Times of Deacon A.L. Wiley, which was a solo performance piece, and ran the play, put the show up at the Ebony Showcase Theater Annex. Then PBS picked it up, so it's been airing on PBS stations around the country. That's neat.
Well, I heard a man named J.L. Edmonds one time. Now, some of y'all know him. He's the editor of the Liberator newspaper here in Los Angeles.
The Emmy Award-winning actor and author recently expanded his repertoire.
A few months ago, somebody came to me and said, "Can you sing?" And I said, all colored people can sing. They bought it. And so they let me sing a song of that. And it turned out that, I could carry a tune.
He may not be singing any duets soon, but like Alexander and Gregory, David Charvet uses his time away from Baywatch to support issues that concern him.
I didn't know that I was going to influence people the way I did with what I did when I talked or when I went to schools and things. And so I took it upon me to make it my duty to basically have a relationship with these kids and to tell them that, they have somebody that, they can maybe turn to.
David is active in organizations that help young people, from Children's Hospital to DARE.
The DARE Plus program shows kids the importance of staying off drugs and away from violence, and then helps them to do it.
I mean, I work a lot with kids, and I hope that they look at the character as something to look upon, and I'm trying to be a role model, if anything, to the kids.
David takes the responsibility of being a role model very seriously, but when the camera stops rolling, he's had enough of the surf and sand.
You know, you got to get away from the beach sometimes, you know? So you get away and you get back to the dirt. LA is the only place that I know where you're about an hour and a half away from the snow, 30 minutes away from the beach. When I was 4, I got kicked by one, and I sudden love from then on. It hurt pretty bad, so I hate them for about 2 weeks, and then afterwards I just fell in love with them. They're beautiful creatures. It's been a great ride. She's been a great horse. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Come on, boy.
As David rides off, we'll take a quick break. And when we return, I'll show you how I like to spoil myself. Oh, God. I could do this every day. Welcome back to Eve Inside Baywatch. I'm Pamela Anderson. Obviously, when you work on a show like Baywatch, you have to try and look your best. And when I signed on with the show, I had to promise I would stay in shape and not change my appearance. So I just work out with my dog on the beach all the time. Last year, I went as far as I was getting up before I came to work to do karate in the mornings. I'm working out on weights. I have a trainer now, Eric Givens, who is really wonderful and is going to put me through the grind. My favorite thing to do to work out is, I guess, just walk. I just walk a lot. I try and take a lot of walks, and I walk my dog, and I walk on the beach. Come on, sir, come on. That's a good boy. Yes, you're amazing. He's the coolest dog in the world. I mean, he's absolutely nuts. You see, I have no control over him. No! No! I told you! So I was busy at the moment. We have to, like, cut to something else. I'm from Canada originally, so I know that all through my high school years and all through my life, I always wanted to go to California. I don't know, I wanted to see a palm tree. The first time I came to California, I took a whole roll of film and it was all palm trees. Isn't it beautiful? This is my backyard. Of course, there were some pictures taken of me that were a bit more revealing. I appeared in Playboy long before I got Baywatch, long before I got Home Improvement. Bridget Bardot and Bo Derek and Barbie Benton, I think, did 3 covers. And so when I did 4, that was the record. Now I'm 5, so now I really got the record. It's definitely a positive thing in my life. It's always been positive. They're the ones who brought me to the States, so they got my work papers and everything for me here, so if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. You're right. I am in control.
Go out there and straighten this mess out.
Thanks, Mitch.
Yeah, cute. Good.
Everybody said I was crazy for leaving Home Improvement, but I mean, I only had 1 or 2 lines of show, so I really wasn't doing much. I didn't really see where my character was going to go. It's funny because I was in England, and they said, what is this Tool show that you're on? I mean, they ran a couple times, and then they canceled it over there because they don't understand the American sense of humor. So I think I made the right choice. I think I definitely made the right choice.
We call it the Grand Canyon
Gotta work for a living.
Baywatch, because it's very difficult to get a bad shot of it.
When I joined the cast of Baywatch in 1992, I couldn't wait to tell my boyfriend at the time. Unfortunately, he didn't exactly share in my excitement. Did I mention that he was now my co-star as well?
It's tough working with someone that you love, you know? I mean, you see him all day, and then you see him at night, and you see him all day again, and then you see him at night.
I was so mad at him for being mad and not supportive of my career and everything else, but he said, it's going to tear us apart, we're going to become competitive, it's going to be all these terrible things.
I mean, it came to the point where, you know, we'd sit for dinner at night, and I'd say, how was your day? And she goes, just as good as yours, you know?
He was absolutely right. It didn't work.
I came to my tower the other day, and the whole thing was decorated.
And also now, we play boyfriend and girlfriend on the show, so we have to kiss and roll around in the surf and all sorts of scenes they make us do. So it's torture, but we're really good friends. It's just, you know, ups and downs, like friends, like brothers and sisters, how you have your ups and downs.
It's been great. It really has.
Still, juggling my personal life and my career creates a lot of stress. How do I unwind? Well, it all starts with wheat stalks. so it's getting all my dead skin off, my dead, tan, wrinkled skin from being on the beach so much. Oh, God. I could do this every day. That's it? No, there's more. Okay, good. You want more? I want more. Okay. There's no modesty in here, in this spa, but no. Since this is E, I have to keep her clothes on. Okay, are you ready for your mud? I'm so ready for my mud. I think they put the wrong kind of mud on me. Now it's time for my favorite part of my workout, my massage with Matt. I shouldn't be laughing so much. This is very serious. This is very medicinal. This is all about healing and a healthy lifestyle. This is what everybody should do. This is the quiet room. You can't be in here. That was great. I totally recommend going to the spa. Well, I hope you enjoyed the special look inside Baywatch. It was a lot of fun for us. I'm Pamela Anderson for E, the Entertainment News and Information Authority. See you at the beach. I can't believe I agreed to do this publicly.
Tommy, come, E.
This is my mom. I have to let you meet my mom. My mom's Carol.
You know, there is acting on this show. I mean, people don't know it, but there really is.
What? Did I say that right? I'm blind. You gotta give me a couple tries.